Ever had a fight with someone where you both swear you remember the conversation differently? Or ever spent 20 minutes on Instagram and suddenly felt like your life is a complete disaster? Like everyone else is thriving and you're just existing? That's not social media making you insecure. That's your brain's negativity bias, a cognitive bias that makes bad information hit 5 times harder than good information. It was designed to keep our ancestors alive. See a threat? Remember it. Stay afraid. Don't die. But now, your brain can't tell the difference between a tiger in the wild and someone's vacation photos in the Maldives. It registers the comparison as a threat, and it amplifies it every single time. Today, we're talking about why your brain gaslights you every single day. Evolution doesn't care about the truth. Evolution cares about you not getting eaten. Every second, your senses dump thousands of bits of information at your brain. You know how much it can consciously process? About 40 bits, that's it. So, what does your brain do with the rest? It fills in the gaps, it predicts, it fabricates, it auto-completes your life like a bad keyboard suggestion. This is called predictive processing. Your brain is basically a hallucination machine that occasionally checks in with reality to see if it's still on track. Okay, this one is painfully relatable. You send a message to someone you care about. They leave you on read. And suddenly your brain goes into full detective mode. They took 6 hours to reply last Tuesday. They used a full stop. They didn't use an emoji. They always use emojis. Something is wrong. They're definitely mad at me. They probably hate me. And from that moment, everything they do gets filtered through that belief. They cancel plans. Proof. They're quieter than usual. Proof. They forget to tag you in a meme. Proof. But here's what your brain conveniently ignored. They told you last week they're stressed at work. They do this with everyone when they're overwhelmed. You literally have a screenshot of them calling you their favorite person. Your brain didn't lie accidentally. It chose a narrative and then went hunting for evidence to back it up. That's confirmation bias in its purest, most painful form. This is not new. René Descartes warned about this in the 1600s. He said most human suffering comes not from reality itself, but from judgments we attach to reality without questioning them. Your friend being quiet is a fact. They hate me is a judgment your brain invented. Your brain isn't sitting there twirling a villain mustache. It's actually trying to help you. But here's the problem. It's using shortcuts, mental shortcuts designed for a world that doesn't exist anymore. Psychologists call these cognitive biases. And there are over 180 of them. They're not signs that you're stupid. They affect literally every human being on Earth. Let's talk about memory. We think of memory like a file on a hard drive, but in reality, it's more like a Wikipedia page that anyone can edit. Every time you recall a memory, you're reconstructing it. And in that reconstruction, your brain adds new details, deletes boring parts, reshapes the story. Sometimes to make you the hero, sometimes the victim. Two people can leave the same breakup with completely different histories. Your brain is wearing a pair of human reality glasses that you can never take off. You're not seeing the universe. You're seeing the user interface your brain created so you don't crash. So what do you do if your brain is basically a drama queen? I have 5 solutions. 1. Call it by its name. The second you catch yourself spiraling, stop and say it out loud. This is my negativity bias. This is confirmation bias doing its thing. Sounds small, but it's genuinely powerful. The moment you name what's happening, you stop being inside the story and start watching it from the outside. Your brain literally shifts gears. Try it once and you'll see what I mean. 2. Question the lens, not just the story. Here's the thing. Your brain doesn't show you reality. It shows you a heavily edited, filtered, sometimes completely dramatic version of it. So instead of asking, is this true? Ask, am I seeing the full picture? And then, what am I conveniently not seeing right now? That second question, that's where the real stuff lives. 3. Look for what contradicts you. Your brain is obsessed with being right. It will find every single piece of evidence that proves its point and quietly ignore everything else. So do the opposite on purpose. Ask yourself, what would have to be true for me to be completely wrong about this? If nothing comes to mind, that's not confidence. That's the bias winning. 4. Slow down the reaction. Between something happening and how you respond, there's a gap. Most people never use it. The Stoics built an entire philosophy around it. Next time you feel a strong reaction coming, count to 5 before you act on it. That pause is where your rational brain gets a vote. 5. Watch what you're feeding it. Your brain predicts based on what it's used to seeing. Feed it chaos, it expects chaos. Feed it doom, it looks for doom everywhere. So honestly, audit what you're consuming. The late-night doom scrolling, the group chats that only complain, the content that makes everything feel hopeless. Your brain is taking notes on all of it. Change the inputs, and slowly, the outputs change too. So, next time your brain tells you, you're not good enough, ask, is this a fact or a feeling? What's the actual evidence? Would I say this to a friend? Because here's the truth. Your brain is a storyteller, not a truth teller. Make sure you're the one editing the script. And once you realize that, you stop believing every thought you have. To help you actually apply this, I've put together a one-page cheat sheet with 15 of these common biases and a specific fight-back strategy for each. You can grab that at the link below. While you're there, check out my top 2 book recommendations for rewiring your brain. Predictably Irrational by Dan Ariely and Mindset by Carol Dweck. Both are game changers for understanding the narratives your brain is building. Everything is linked in the description to help you start seeing reality more clearly today. If you like today's video, subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos and share with your friends and family.